last game.
And off we go from Denver. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So here comes the Raiders offense now onto the field. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
If you ask coaches at any level to design their ideal leader of a team, I think they're going to check every box with this guy. He's got the poise to handle responsibility. He stays calm under any kind of pressure, and he brings out the best of his teammates each and every week.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. This offense, Charles, we've talked about how well they played all season. Sitting now at 13-0 and a finish line for a perfect regular season. That's in sight. Some in the media this week were pointing back to the 07 Patriots. Of course, remember, they finished the regular season unbeaten, but they were tested multiple times in that final month plus.
Yeah, but something like 4 of the last 6 wins were one-possession games, and they played like a team that was trying to protect something instead of chasing something. And that's what happens when you have an undefeated record. So it behooves you as a team, get a couple blowouts in there so you get a chance to relax and breathe. But that's much easier said than done.
Trayvon Walker makes the tackle. Well, these two teams met in Vegas earlier in the season with the Raiders winning that ball game. So they're looking for the series sweep here in Denver. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
He nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for a Las Vegas first down.
That's a very nice game there. Confidence-building run. Love the execution up front, and the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Someone's looking fresh, and his O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And while all of that was going on with the sack, it appears, unfortunately, we have an injured player. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Bailey. Looking middle, and that's complete. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle all the way.
And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barker. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
They're looking at a 2nd and 8 now from the 10. Looking to throw. Barker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line. Remember, Charles, this is the #1 defense in the NFL, and they proved their mettle here, forcing the turnover on the opening possession.
And sometimes when you play a team that has that reputation, that's earned it by their play, the psychology is, okay, they're #1. They have to prove it to us, and they tried to attack. They found out that that ranking was real.
And if history is... There he goes, left side! And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards, and moves the sticks.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
On 1st down, it's Fields. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tui Pelotu got in and dropped him.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Fields. Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a level shy of the 1st down marker. A tough spot here. 3rd and 15. Now Fields. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. This will be fielded at the 17. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Raiders will take over now, 1st and 10. The Raider offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And for them, it's no longer a question of will they make the playoffs. They've clinched the division title. The question, can they hold on to that #1 seed?
And this is where the mental fortitude comes to play, doesn't it? Because now you're not just the coach talking about it, his team talking about it to each other, supporting each other, carrying each other along, because having that #1 seed means everything in the NFL.
It does. So even though the division title's clinched, shouldn't take the foot off the gas.
No, not at all. Play it all the way through, and I think we've seen that in recent years in the NFL. The teams that play and play to win each and every game, they're the ones to deal with in the playoffs.
To throw on 2nd down. Barker. And it's throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. When you look at this Bronco defense, it's quite a unit. #1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, it'd easily move into the top 5.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This offense is starting to get into rhythm. A nice quick throw there on target, able to pick up another 1st down.
On 1st down, Barker. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter #2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Back to throw. Barker. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 24-yard line. 14 yards is the pickup there and a Raider first.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. This is caught. Touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders post the first points of the ballgame as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And as we see so frequently here in Colorado, that one over the end line, so it'll come out to the 25. So now the 2nd drive offensively coming up for the Denver Broncos. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too.
They'll start with the option.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Well, partner, for a few years there, we thought this read option play was going to take over the whole NFL. It seemed like everyone was using it, but it has been scaled back considerably in the last few seasons, mainly because people are worried about their quarterbacks getting hit. But when you call it at the right time and you use it properly, you see the type of gains you can get. A nice chunk of yardage there by the quarterback.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I gotta say, if it's gonna be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Fields throw taken in by Palmer. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
Doug Peterson going to roll the dice here. They will go for it on 4th down.
Here we go with Williams. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. 4th and short. They had the ball right at the midfield stripe. Was curious what they were going to do. Turns out going for it, the good play.
Reminded me of a conversation we had yesterday before this game where you said, you know, it's interesting about the NFL nowadays. Oftentimes in short yardage situations, they throw the ball. In the old days, they would run it. That was an old school call right there.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Fields now to throw. Throwing out left and finding Likely.
That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Here's Fields.
Quick hitter here, it's complete.
And the Broncos are going to be set up with a first and goal here as the tackle made at the 9.
A little football one-on-one there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
Fields throwing again.
And it's caught. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a third and goal situation.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches as we just saw him do there because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Call that a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. The kick by Carlson is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Barker flushed out right. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Operating from the gun. Barker firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Hands it off out of the gun. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 81 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
Well, they gave themselves options there on the 3rd down play and were able to convert on that RPO.
Shows a lot of trust with the guy taking the snap, doesn't it? Because you're counting on him to make the right reads and give the ball where it's supposed to go. And he did on that play.
And he'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
No gain on the play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
So this offense able to convert on fourth, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10.
Operating from the gun, Barker. And he's got his man on the out route. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
2nd and 6.
Operating from the gun, Barker. And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward.
So here's a 3rd and 14.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, that is incomplete.
Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. On now is the field goal team here as the Raiders will try for 3. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive.
And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
A shotgun snap, Fields.
And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
A final shot before the break, Fields.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. So
all right, we'll bypass the halftime show in favor of returning to this late season game with the teams coming back from the locker rooms here a bit early.
And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
And the Broncos offense set to begin this third quarter. They do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? Here we go. No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
They'll get this over the middle here to Palmer.
They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll try and run for it. Here's Williams.
And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to move the sticks with a gain of 4 on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Still going inside the 20.
And all the way home for the Broncos score.
Josh Palmer.
61 yards.
And the Broncos are an extra point away now from tying this ball game.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are even at 10 apiece. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. So So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half.
Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go out, execute their game plan, and keep moving.
It'll be a gain of just a yard, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards the pickup there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off.
They find some open field here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
118 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 27. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And some determined running there as he'll pick his way down to the 12-yard line.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Sliding out of the pocket. And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 17-10 score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
The Broncos about set to go on offense.
They did what they had to do to start this third quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he'll wind up taking this all the way down to the Raiders' 29-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 47 yards. He had been held in check. Now he breaks that big run. Shows the explosiveness we all knew was there.
All right, tell the truth now. You knew it was just a matter of time, didn't you? We've seen this so many times from him. Hold him down, and then breaks out.
And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
It's 2nd and inches at the Raiders' 20-yard line.
Back to throw. Fields.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's full.
And the Broncos are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Williams. Trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1.
Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. So stuffed from the 2, now what?
You know me pretty well. What do you think I want here?
Play action?
Definitely. Let him get outside and create. And if he has to run it, he has a little bit more space.
Williams looking for a signal, but none forthcoming. They stopped him shy of the goal line.
They hold him again, and now all of a sudden it's 3rd and goal at the 1. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Here we go, son.
4th down. Fields has to have this one.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They try to throw on 4th and goal from the 2, and the Raiders hang tough down near the goal line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their defense forced the turnover on downs. They've got the lead. They're in good shape, but can't go into a shell here, right? Still got to be careful.
Yeah, because they're still a long way away from kneel down time. So they've got to work on getting 1st downs, keep the sticks moving, right? Keep the clock going, and above all, ball security. Don't turn it over.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back, tell him to take care of the ball, and try and move forward.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's taken down at the 27. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Barker. Man open left side is Brown. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they're always posted in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
He may be a bit undersized compared to the modern-day NFL defensive tackle, but what he lacks in size, he definitely makes up for in his ability to make tackles in the run game as well.
This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Well, we kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Now, that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Try to take this home. They'll run.
Now he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Down to about the 37.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. Now a handoff running through the middle. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
It's a gain of 8 there, and that should be enough to seal the victory.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. From the gun, he'll hand this off.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were spurred on by a strong performance.